Tonight, back to school. Students in the Northland are returning to the classroom today. How parents are coping amidst the pandemic.
And new plan. UMD rolls out a system for students planning to live on campus. The restrictive measures it includes.
And charged with murder. A Hermantown man is facing 40 years behind bars for his alleged role in a Twin Cities homicide.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Baki.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Today was the first day of school for Superior students. The district is starting off the year in a hybrid model and will adjust accordingly.
Before the school day started, parents were seen giving small pep talks, hugs, and adjusting masks. CBS3's Leanne Valdez spoke to a couple of parents who shared their concerns.
Emotions were high Tuesday morning at Lake Superior Elementary School, not only for children.
My preschooler is very excited and nervous. Mom, I'm shaking.
But for parents, too.
Anxious.
As colorful backpacks, lunch boxes, and water bottles entered the school, a new must-have item also made its way in.
Yes, mask.
Children and teachers must wear masks inside the school district buildings at all times, unless a single individual is giving a presentation. Mother of three, Vanessa Larson, says the Superior School District has been very informative leading up to the first day.
From the start, from the very beginning, they've been emailing us and giving us, what to do.
Larson says even though she feels uneasy about COVID-19, she's excited and confident about sending her kids to learn in person.
I'm just hoping for the best.
Meanwhile, mother of a preschooler, Sarah Shaw, says she's not too worried.
I work in healthcare, so I'm not overly scared of it.
And would prefer in-person learning.
What are our kids going to look like in 20 years? Are they going to be able to socialize if the only thing they've ever done is a Zoom class?
But she knows things can change fast.
I just pray they don't close.
According to Superior School District, they would have to move to full virtual learning if Douglas County were to reach 50 confirmed cases per 10,000 residents.
Because then it puts a total wrench in everything. I still have to work.
Leaving Shaw in a stressful situation.
As of last week, Douglas County's case rate was in the low 20s per 10,000 residents. The Superior School District leaders say they will keep their eyes on those numbers, as well as keep in contact with local health officials.
Meanwhile, educators from across Minnesota are calling on school districts to evaluate when it is safe to head back to in-person learning. During a meeting this morning, Sarah Havistow, a kindergarten teacher for the Lake Superior School District, shared the struggles she went through to get accommodations from her district. Her daughter is medically compromised and needed to be able to work from home. She says she filled out all the necessary paperwork on time, but it still took many weeks and obstacles of resubmitting medical forms before she was given any answers.
I also began looking for other jobs, things I could do if I wasn't able to teach distance learning or if my request for accommodations was denied. I and my family waited in a world of limbo for a month. I did not hear anything back from my district until last week.
Other educators who spoke during the event voiced concerns over disparities students and families of color are facing, along with a lack of funding for schools to support requirements for COVID-19. And Dave's here for our first look at the weather tonight. Dave, another fall-like day out there today.
Well, I thought yesterday was reasonably summery, and some towns had their temperatures go high-wise into the 70s this afternoon, but this morning was a chilly start for places like Embarrass. At 34 degrees, September started on cue with September-style temperatures. And now take a look at this picture coming in from Split Rock Lighthouse. The keeper, Hayes Scriven, sends in this picture of a red leaf, a sign of things to come. Although I think we're probably going to still manage a few more days in the 70s before summer officially ends in the latter parts of September. But going to the short term, today higher pressure tried to keep a hold of a sunnier sky for our region, but up to the north, a trough of lower pressure is skirting by and creating a chance for some showers. That's been a bit of virga here and some actual showers that touch the ground there. And there's a 30% chance they'll continue to do so till about 11 o'clock tonight or midnight or so. Then for Wednesday, that high should flex its muscles for a couple of hours. We'll start off partly sunny in the morning, but become clear to partly cloudy in the afternoon, in turn giving way to increasing clouds in the evening from another low-pressure system that's scheduled to bring us a fair rain chance for our Thursday. Tomorrow's high should be around 74. That's a little bit warmer than normal. but cooler temperatures are coming over the rest of the next week ahead, which we'll show you with our 7-day forecast in just a little bit.
Thanks, Dave. UMD students can expect quarantines and curfews when they return to campus this fall.
Today's announcement from UMD's chancellor comes about a week after the Board of Regents voted to delay move-in and hold all undergrad classes online for at least the first 2 weeks. CBS 3's Ryan Campo joins us live from UMD's campus. Ryan, what is this new plan and what does it mean for students?
Yeah, Kristen and Tony, this new plan is being called the Maroon and Gold Sunrise Plan. It means UMD students can start moving back to campus starting a week from tomorrow. It also means that undergrad classes that began yesterday can return to some in-person learning by September 14th. But on-campus students can expect some major changes to campus life when they get back. UMD Chancellor Lindley Black outlined his 4-phase plan in an email to students, faculty, and staff today. To start, students will stay in their assigned housing for 10 days with few exceptions. Students can use dining facilities, the library, or go outside, but they should not visit other residence halls, off-campus businesses, or houses. In step 2, students will have a curfew and must return to residence halls by 10 p.m. In step 3, students will have full access to university facilities and the surrounding community based on local health guidelines with a midnight curfew. And in the final step, curfews will be removed and students won't face any additional restrictions. Now, there is no timetable on just how long each step will last. The university said they reached out to landowners, business owners across the Duluth area to let them know that they are aware of this new plan.
Yeah, certainly an unusual way to start the college experience. We'll continue to keep our eyes on this as things develop and change, and we'll have much more on this plan coming up tonight at 10. Thanks, Ryan.
Duluth students are headed back to class next week. Today, the Duluth School Board received an update on the district's Return to Learn plan. Last week, the board decided to shift middle and high school students to entirely distance learning. That's a change from the original hybrid plan. We're following tonight's conversation, and we will have the latest information on the CBS 3 News at 10.
Duluth International Airport is getting some upgrades thanks to a more than $1 million federal grant. DLH is one of several airports across Minnesota to receive the grant money. It's all part of a Trump administration initiative to strengthen infrastructure and improve safety in airports nationwide. The grants total $1.2 billion and will be distributed through the FAA. Duluth Airport was awarded their share to purchase new snow removal equipment and to seal damaged surfaces across the runway. Airports in Grand Rapids, Mankato, Ely, and Tower will also get funding.
A federal judge has struck down a Minnesota law that required wineries in the state to use mostly Minnesota-grown grapes. The judge ruled the law created an unconstitutional barrier to interstate commerce, favoring Minnesota's economic interests over other states. Lawyers for the state argued that the law furthered Minnesota's legitimate interests in promoting wine sales.
St. Louis County is hosting 2 free COVID testing sites on the Boys Fort Reservation this week. Thursday from noon to 6, you can stop by the Boys Fort Tribal Government Center in Net Lake. That same day, another site will be held at Boys Fort Health Services in Vermilion at the same time. All community members are welcome to get tested. However, health officials encourage you to get tested if you have any symptoms. As of today, the Boys Fort Band was reporting 11 active COVID-19 cases on its reservation.
President Donald Trump took his law and order stance to the battleground state of Wisconsin a week after the city of Kenosha erupted into protests over the police shooting of Jacob Blake. President Trump was greeted by protesters as he traveled the city today, despite calls from local officials for him to reconsider the visit. During his visit, he toured local businesses damaged by the protests, which turned violent. During a news conference, the president said he would provide $1 million to Kenosha law enforcement as well as $4 million to businesses impacted by the riots.
Wisconsin's top election official says the state is ready for November. That's despite fears over the security and over the coronavirus pandemic and the U.S. Postal Service's ability to process mailed-in absentee ballots. Elections Commission Administrator Megan Wolf says elections officials have been meeting with Postal Service representatives every week. They've discussed how to prepare for and troubleshoot the November election. Wolf shared the update during an Elections Commission meeting this morning.
A Hermantown man has been charged with murder in connection to a homicide that happened just north of the Twin Cities. 43-year-old Nicholas Zielinski appeared in Anoka County Court today. A criminal complaint alleges he shot and killed 22-year-old Carl Henderson on Saturday. When he got home that day, Henderson's father found his son's body with a gunshot wound to his abdomen. Henderson died at the scene. Zielinski was also there. He told the father that Henderson stole from him. Police found a handgun inside the home and traced the DNA to Zielinski. He's facing a maximum sentence of 40 years behind bars.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, find out how a local man stepped up to help bring a skate park back to life.
Well, the high temp only made it to 67 today. I thought we'd go towards the normal of 71, but tomorrow we could rebound back to the 70s, at least for the short term. Long-term forecast says the 50s are coming in a couple of days. We'll show you when, coming up after this break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
Now get up to 60% off on Columbia and the North Face summer clothing and footwear at your favorite store, Northwest Outlet, during the end of summer sale. Remember, Northwest Outlet is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Check out our camping department. We've slashed items up to 30% off. Nobody carries more Carhartt and Ariat FR clothing for hard-working men and women than Northwest Outlet. Our truck headquarters carries toppers, lids, liners, and all accessories you'll want for your truck. Come and get it at Northwest Outlet Superior.
Wow, is that really me?
Here, I don't look 61 in 3 weeks. I have no wrinkles, no bags, and this is only because of Plexiderm.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I? I'm just in love with the mirror right now.
Plexiderm is a wonderful product. I look at least 10 years younger.
It's a facelift in a jar.
The people you're watching have just seen themselves in the mirror for the first time since we applied Plexiderm to their problem areas. Their reactions are real, and so are the results from using Plexiderm. What's even more amazing is that it takes less than 10 minutes. Now you can watch your under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet visibly disappear for just $14.95 by going to plexidermtrial.com and taking the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
This is really good. This is, I'm going to fill my bathtub with this stuff and get the whole body this time. All these lines are gone. I feel like a new woman.
The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shale clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms, rapidly reducing the appearance of under-eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. At our $14.95 price, it's the best time to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself. So if under-eye bags make you look tired and older, take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge today for only $14.95. Just go to plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
There's a lot on the line. I'm in the final five.
It's win or go home. All that stands between you and winning are a few obstacles.
I want to do this for my family. I want to do this for myself. I just want to give it my all.
I've been rediscovering who I am and parts of me that I have missed.
We really feel like we're a family. After 20 jobs, only one of you will be crowned Tough as Nails champion. It is time to get to work.
Tough as Nails 2 hours season finale, Wednesday, 9/8 Central on CBS.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live, local, CBS 3. CBS 3 weather is brought to you by St. Luke's. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Frankly, today I thought higher pressure would take a bigger hold of the region than it did. It centered itself a little bit to the south in Wisconsin. That allowed a low pressure system to start working through northern Minnesota and increase our clouds. bring us a bit of a rain chance tonight and also increase our winds. And because of winds that could go towards 20 miles per hour near Lake Superior, small craft advisory in effect tonight. Not a great night for boating if you have one of those smaller boats. I've got a friend who took a little 16-foot boat to Isle Royal once in 4-foot seas. He says never again. So a small boat and weather like this, not great. And then a gale watch itself for all of Lake Superior, so the bigger vessels probably want to take it easy here tonight as well. Well, winds likely will die down perhaps day after tomorrow. In between, we get a chance for showers tonight, some sunshine tomorrow, and our next round of rain that could be with us on Thursday. And we'll sort all of this out with the 7-day forecast. Here's what's going on right now at the airport in Duluth. It's 64 degrees with a relative humidity reading of 63%. South winds going 14 miles per hour, and again, 20 not out of the question tonight through tomorrow. Air pressures now starting to fall back to the lower side at 29.68 as our high pressure cell weakens for the time being. I think it could strengthen enough tomorrow, though, to bring back a few hours of sunshine before that next round of rain comes on Thursday. Well, as long as we're talking about winds being gusty, right now we can see around the region they're southerly and going gently towards Hayward at only 8 miles per hour, but picking up towards 12, 14, closer to the lake, hence the advisories that we're talking about. And farther to the west, 17 miles per hour for places like Walker and Bemidji. So reinforcements for the higher winds could be with us probably through tomorrow as well. Doppler map right now shows the clouds coming in with that lower pressure trough that's up to our north, and folks up north are seeing some very light rain showers, but something a little more substantial is indeed starting to push towards International Falls. So 30% chance tonight for folks up north to get some rain showers. The rest of us likely will have a mostly cloudy sky, but tomorrow that high pressure cell, especially on Wednesday afternoon, should strengthen, flex its muscles, bring back a little bit of sunshine for a little while, and only a little while, because by Wednesday night, clouds will thicken again as our next rainmaker approaches. This one sets us up on Thursday then for a 40% chance for showers, maybe isolated thunderstorms, and up north, perhaps a soaking rain to the tune of a half inch or so. We'll play that one by ear and, of course, continue to track it for you. Tonight, we track low temps going from 48 up north to 57. Right by the lake, 30% Minnesota shower chance. Should be mostly cloudy in Wisconsin and Michigan with lows there in the lower 50s. So tomorrow morning, thanks to the cloud cover, not as cold as it was for folks in the Arrowhead this morning. Tomorrow afternoon, Wisconsin, Michigan, 70s for highs, partly cloudy sky. Minnesota gets the 70s as well with a partly cloudy sky. But like we mentioned, come Thursday, it gets cloudier, a little bit cooler, and a chance for some rain and some thunderstorms. Then Friday and Saturday, sunshine, 67 to 72. We start, Tony, the Labor Day weekend doing all right.
Yeah.
But the finish may be a little bit cloudier and stormier. Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, rain chances. And by Monday, Labor Day itself will fall into the 50s for the high temps.
With lows like that, we might have to start talking about frost sometime soon for some areas?
Gardeners are already on guard, and they're hoping it gets put off indeed for a couple more weeks.
I hope so too.
I'm sure there was probably some frost up in the Embarrass Valley this morning.
Yeah, could have at 34. Thanks, Dave.
Much needed renovations to a skate park on Madeline Island are underway after one man stepped up to make it happen, all to benefit the community.
CBS 3's Natalie Grant was on the island today as installations were underway.
Now behind me, a half pipe is taking shape here on Madeline Island to a skate park that has been needing repair for quite some time. But an update like that wasn't in the city's agenda until a donor stepped in. Built on top of a parking lot, the park had not seen an update in over 13 years. After visiting the island for many years with his family, Olivier Van Brout from Bayport, Minnesota, decided to take the situation into his own hands to update the park. He put $8,000 down on a new half pipe and is hoping to raise the funds to complete the whole park, which could cost an upwards of $40,000. Van Brout says that this project will bring much-needed life back to this space.
I've been coming out here for a long time, and the park was kind of falling apart. And I just kind of got the idea about a month ago to say, oh, somebody should really do something about it. And that's kind of how I started.
The full half pipe will be completed by Wednesday, and they are hoping to make other renovations by the end of the fall. Coming up tonight at 10, we hear from community members and how a project like this will impact the children on the island, especially during a pandemic.
Thanks, Natalie. If you would like to donate to the skate park renovation, we will have a link to the GoFundMe on our website.
Coming up in sports, an update to the Division III sports scene in the Northland. Kelly Hinseth has all the details after the break.
Duluth Casino is hiring. Apply today.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Keep your rooms comfortable with Hunter ceiling fans from Menards. Explore a wide variety of styles and finishes to find the perfect one for your home. Get 11% off all Hunter ceiling fans. Create ambient lighting for your home with Patriot Lighting indoor-outdoor LED string lights. Available with warm white color temperature bulbs, only $29.98 after 11% rebate. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Whatever your water worry, Culligan Water can help. From value-priced softeners to the world's best and even salt-free. No one has more solutions than Culligan to customize the best filtration for your home. The only water that comes with a van. Contact Culligan, the local water experts.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference. People ask me, what do you do to whiten your teeth? And I'm really proud to tell them that I use Power Swabs.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it on my teeth, and that was it.
The secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginneker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like you got to leave it on for 30 minutes and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on and it was good to go.
When I used these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
One of the positives that has come out of this pandemic is that we're taking great pleasure in working in our beautiful gardens. We at the Good Garden Company are now offering discounts on everything to help you finish those projects. Visit us soon and stay safe.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
Yesterday, one of Minnesota's biggest conferences, the Minnesota Intercollegiate Athletics Conference, officially suspended any sports until January of 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Today, the Upper Midwest Athletic Conference, the conference that houses both the College of St. Scholastica and the University of Wisconsin-Superior, as well as Northland College, followed suit. The conference had already postponed its fall sports until further notice. Now, no sports will play, including fall and winter, through December of this year. So to break it down, fall sports have been pushed into the spring. The conference will announce a modified schedule in the future. Winter sports are suspended until January of 2021, where sports such as basketball and indoor track and field will have modified conference schedules. It was last month that the Big Ten put the kibosh on their entire upcoming season, meaning the University of Wisconsin and the University of Minnesota would not have any fall sports until further notice. And President Trump had an issue with that. The president has been vocal on Twitter voicing his want for college football this fall. And him and Kevin Warren talked about what would need to happen to get the conference back to playing football on a conference call earlier today. The conference announced August 11th that it would postpone its fall sports, including football, out of concern over the spread of coronavirus. Mr. Trump called the discussion with Kevin Warren very productive. After it looked like the Vikings were about to lose one of their best offensive line weapons, Riley Reiff seemed to have a change of heart or a change in direction when no other team picked up his $11 million a year salary. He is now agreeing to a restructured deal that cut Reiff's salary to make room for Vikings' newest defensive acquisition, Yannick Ngakoue. Reiff was part of a line that produced a 3,000-yard passer, 1,000-yard rusher, and 1,000-yard receiver for the first time this past season since 2009. For the past week, the Twins have been stuck in a slump they can't just seem to shake. They've lost their last 6 straight, their longest in the past 2 years. Their bats have gone cold late in games. Minnesota is 1 for 12 when trailing or tied after 7 innings this year. And last night, they blew a 4-0 lead to the White Sox. They're now 2.5 games back in the AL Central. But manager Rocco Baldelli says that is just part of baseball.
I do think that there's a direction for our team to go. And we have all of the ability that we need. We have all of the players that we need. You know, we talked about not making excuses in spring training. We never will. We're not going to make excuses. We have to play better. And our guys know that.
Minnesota will hope to get a boost with a few big roster moves tonight. Byron Buxton makes his return from the injured list, and Michael Pineda will make his first start of the season after serving his 60-game suspension for using a banned substance. First pitch for Minnesota is tonight at 7:10 p.m. Twins fans are also Brewers fans tonight as Milwaukee takes on the Tigers. The Crew just 1 game back of the playoff spot in the NL Central. And that's going to do it for sports for now. We'll have more back tonight at 10. Kristen and Tony, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Kelly. Tonight on the CBS3 News at 10, the coronavirus pandemic has changed many things for us in the United States, especially schooling. Tonight, we take a deeper look at UMD's new fall schooling plan, plus how the pandemic is affecting schooling in Duluth and Superior as well.
And Dave will give us a last look at the weather. Dave, kind of cloudy out there, but those might be clearing, huh?
Mm-hmm. You know, 36 years ago this week's when I moved to UMD, and the weather was just like this. It's a September tradition to have temperatures get cooler and clouds go up. And the up clouds tonight might let down a little bit of rain up north of Duluth towards the Iron Ranges. 30% chance for some showers. But the high pressure cell that was supposed to conquer us today should finally do the job tomorrow, bringing a partly cloudy sky and high temps in the 70s. In turn, we go back towards cloudy, cooler conditions with some rain on Thursday, maybe some thunderstorms and maybe a soaker up north. Then Labor Day starts. Labor Day weekend. Friday, Saturday should be all right with some sunshine and highs daring to be as warm as the 70s, but the latter half of Labor Day weekend may be cloudier, rainier, and definitely cooler.
All right. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again at 10 o'clock.